What's up, everybody? My mic was muted. Professionalism at its best. Welcome to the shed. About 6 minutes ago, I became acutely aware of the fact that I could see my nose out of the peripheral vision at all times, and now I can't stop looking at the nose out of the periphery of my vision. And I would be lying if I said that it didn't bother me. It's almost like I have a HUD, like the Doom guy, you know? But instead of seeing my health and ammo count, I just see my nose. So anyway, there's that. I just want to get that out of the way, get it off my chest because it was on my mind. And now we're going to move to FL Studio, even though I can still see my nose out of the corner of my eye. And it looks like two noses. It's like this. The shape is like, anyway, whatever. I hope you guys don't realize that you can see your nose. Maybe some of you can't. Just cracked a cold one. Bubbly, water, carbonated. All right, let's listen to some music, shall we? That is why we're here. Imagine being us and having to see your nose. You know what else is crazy? The fact that, I'm complaining. You know what? I'm complaining about being able to see my nose out of my peripheral vision. But the real crazy shit is that I'll never see my face except in a reflection or in an image. Like, I'll never see my face raw dog. I'll never see my face through my eyes. But I'm lucky because I can at least see some of my face. I can see parts of my nose. And I should be appreciative of that fact. But I'm not. Okay, let's go to FL Studio now. I don't know what I'm fucking talking about. All right, first up, we got Cat Attack Wounds. Oh my God, I deleted it. I'm sorry. Nice. That was a good addition at the end there. Yeah, that was sick. I I don't even know what to say. Like maybe the hi-hat being panned hard one way maybe could be a little less hard panned or have something else balancing it out on the other side so I don't feel like I'm slowly spinning around in my seat. And I really did like the boop boop boop, the little boopity boop melody thing that comes in like in the second part. I think you should lean on that a little bit more. Maybe use it in the first part too and make it louder. Like use it as like a hook. It's a sick little it sounds like the voice of the song. Yeah, I think that little beepity boop thing is great, and it's kind of underused and too quiet. But besides that, I thought the song sounded great as always, especially this last bit right here. That breath, wow! Whoever did that breath, great job. Yeah, I wish I had more feedback, but I think it's yet another great track by Cat Attack. And that rhymes, because I'm in with the times, because I'm cool. I sometimes go into a pool like a fool. Anyway, I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Thanks, Cat. Sounded great. Maybe use the bee boo 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 thing. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong song. Anyway, let's move on. Fuck, Doofy, come on. I had just forgotten about that shit. Cloudy Parallels and Stay You, Nina Sung. I guess those are probably the three people involved. Do we not have a title? Whatever, let's listen. Okay, let's stop it here for a sec. So I like this melodically, and it's not far off production-wise, but the piano in the first part here, it's very resonant in kind of this exact like 600 hertz. Hear what I mean? It almost sounds like a bandpass or a peak has been added. So I'd go into your piano and probably dip out somewhere around the 600 hertz range. Yeah, I'd probably dip that out in the piano, okay? That's basically all that I heard in the first part, but when the drop hits, I got some other notes. Let's listen one more time. So that whatever, I think that's what Raham's calling the fake guitar. I kind of like it. I like the instrument. It sounds like a synth to me. It doesn't really sound like like a fake guitar, but I could see how that could be a guitar part. It's way up front and also very harsh in this area. So I'd maybe dip a little bit in the 3K range and also turn it down. And then the side chaining is very very apparent. It's almost like the side chaining, let's do this. We do paint. So instead of the side chaining sounding like this kind of curve, it kind of sounds like it's doing this. It's almost like the side chaining is going off and then on. There's no kind of like dip and then a slow rise. Looks like a square. What's the square root of 2? It doesn't matter. What's the square root of -1? I don't know. Actually, I do. It's called I. Anyway, the side chaining to me sounds very square and I don't know. It just sounds a little distracting more than anything. So I'd probably adjust. I don't know how you're doing your side chaining, whether it's automation or kickstart or some actual side chain compressor. But I would play with that so that the side chaining isn't quite as obvious or something. Sorry for reminding you that imaginary numbers exist, but they are pretty important, so I'm not really that sorry. So yeah, I would adjust that. Turn the guitar down, scoop out some of those. I think it was like 3,000 hertz or something, wherever it gets kind of on the ears, and then also work on the side chaining so it's smoother. It's you're almost trading the track for the kick during the side chaining moments. You have the kick cut through, and then the side chain should seamlessly come back in. Anyway, okay, let's keep going. So if you look right above me, you see these like right up there. See how there's like moments almost of silence when the kick is happening. That is exactly what I'm talking about. And now you can see when the snare hits, it fills in that gap with the snare sound, so it can kind of get away with it, but the kick is really making it obvious. So let's when the kick plays, yeah, I would definitely, I'd make it less deep, but also have more of a curve to it so that it's not just off and on, you know, like silence, not silence. Even that's an exaggeration. But besides that, I'd really have to hear it with the vocal. I'm kind of thinking that this first drop should maybe be twice as long because we had such a long, over a minute of buildup of anticipation for this moment. And then the moment happened, but only lasted 20 seconds. So, I mean, that sounds like the worst date ever. Bunch of build-up and then 20 seconds of action, and then we break down again. Break down in tears. I don't know. Anyway, those are my thoughts. I think it's a great melodic tune. I think if you adjust some of those things, it'll be pretty good to go, and I'd love to hear it with the vocals on it. Thank you for sending and moving on. Thank you. Bye. All right, we got Freeze Flip 4. Okay, this is cool and interesting, but that snare drum is about as thick as a human hair. All right, when it was playing here, I think it's the kick drum that's adding the body to the snare, but then you switch up the pattern. It sounds high passed or something. Like the snare just sounds like it's not there. It's a not there snare, and it should be a there snare, you know? Like let's see what we got. Let's ding 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 ding. What tempo are we dealing with here? Thank you. 128. All right, let's throw in the good old fashioned baby making snare here. Bum bum bum. This isn't the right snare, but it's actually not bad. I'll sidechain the track to it as well. I'm not saying this is the snare, but like it's a snare. And it's got more body than the snare that's in it. So I don't know how many babies have been made to this snare, Raham. Definitely more than one. Well, I wouldn't say definitely more than one, but maybe more than 0. Maybe less than 0. It's really, I don't know. I don't fucking know. Okay, I'm just going to sidechain your track to the snare and let's see what happens. And then we could try a couple other snares, but right? So it's maybe not the right snare. Let's try like just pick some random snares. Maybe. This is kind of closer to your snare. You know what I mean? Like having a good solid snare is going to really make this thing pop off because you've got lots of bass, but you need something to balance that out. And a lot of these kind of break beat or broken style beats, it relies on the like the dance between the kick and the snare drum, right? And I'm just randomly picking snares here. Anyway, layer an amen over it, okay? Layer an amen over it, he says. Okay. Maybe just like the in-betweens like this. Oh, this is the start. Okay. Yeah, that could be kind of cool. It's a bit of a mess right now, but anyway, these are my thoughts. Oh, actually, let's try that, but with the better snare, because we kind of landed on a shit snare. Kind of sounds like a booty cheek getting clapped. I'll go back to the baby making the snare. It wasn't bad. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Anyway, okay. That is a thing that I think that could be a thing. So maybe do that thing. I don't know. Let's keep going. We'll get rid of that. Okay, here we go. Okay, and now another thing I'm going to tell you that might be kind of controversial is that see these huge peaks, but they're very short-lived. They have a lot of high frequency content in them, and they're going to hit the master limiter and do stuff. But check this out. If I take this little section and I send it through a channel strip and I put just a straight up wave shaper on it, like this, and I just like chop it like this hard. Now let's look at the waveform. So I'm going to put Edison after that and record. I use this all the time for let's see, like this. Okay, now let's look at this waveform. See how much squished, how much more squished that is? Now let's compare the sound of those two things. So first we'll listen to the original. I can't hear a difference, can you? I mean, I might have overdid it with the clipping, but I would put the clipping maybe just on the clap to reduce this huge spike, which is just going to mess with your master limiter. And clipping that, you're not going to hear a difference. That huge spike is just going to get reduced in the master bus anyway, but it's going to affect other things. It's going to cause other things to duck. So when you see huge spikes like that, just go in and lop them right off with a wave shaper distortion like this. See, it's linear. I didn't go like this. That would cause it to sound distorted. Like if we listen to it now, right? Because we have this non-linear part. But if we keep it all linear right up until the point where that big peak happens, maybe it's up here. Maybe it's right here. And all it's affecting is the stuff that goes above that. Yeah, I don't think this should be done in the master. This is like the individual element that is causing these big spikes. Because then all of a sudden your master bus is going to be ducking whenever this big spike cuts through, right? And it's going to maybe lead you to, like, watch this. If we go like this, say we're just going to master this, and we go to the maximizer, like your final limiter. And let's turn off the wave shaper. Right? Okay, that's without the wave shaper. Now let me turn the wave shaper on. See that big dip right there? It's inaudible, but it's causing the master bus to do things. So keep that in mind too. Let's keep going. Okay, so there's some noise, there's some rumblings happening in the bottom end. The bottom end's like, it gets a bit messy in this section. So I'd probably try and do some sub separation, make sure that your bottom end and your sub is nice and tight and there's not multiple things kind of interacting with each other down in the bottom end. But this snare drum, I don't like it. I just don't. All right, those are my thoughts. I hope that helps. I think it's a very it's got lots of attitude and it's a cool song. You just need to keep going and make some improvements and then everybody's happy. Okay, next up, where we got Grim David Guetta. I'm Good remix with elements from Brooks. Okay.
Baby, don't you know I'm good? Yeah, I'm feeling alright. 'Cause I'm good, yeah, I'm feeling alright. Baby, I'ma have the best fucking night of my life. And wherever it takes me, I'm down for the ride. Baby, don't you know I'm good? Yeah, I'm feeling alright. You know I'm down for whatever tonight. I don't need to follow things in life. No matter where I go, it's a good time. Yeah. And I don't need to stay in VIP. Middle of the floor, that's where I'll be. Don't got a lot, but that's enough for me. Yeah. 'Cause I'm good, yeah, I'm feeling alright. Baby, I'ma have the best fucking night of my life. And wherever it takes me, I'm down for the ride. Baby, don't you know I'm good? Yeah, I'm feeling alright.
Oh my God. Sorry. Okay, yeah, this is a cool remix. I saw some notes in the chat there about it sounding too much like Brooks. I don't know Brooks. I don't know what Brooks sounds like, so I can't really comment on that. What I will comment on is that it's me. I mean, it's totally a viable sounding remix to me. It's maybe a little hyped in the top mids, but I don't know. I'm having a hard time to really pick one thing that I don't like about this. You know, it's a pretty good remix. Like yeah, like Raham said. I mean, it's a decent remix. You know, that's what I could totally hear somebody playing this in you know, in a bar, a DJ playing this at a bar, and a bunch of women losing their mind. I I don't know what else to say except maybe a bit more unique. Yeah, maybe a bit more unique, but I would say I don't know. I guess this is kind of a broader topic. Like people are saying, you know, it needs to sound more unique or sound more like Grimm and less like Brooks. Again, I don't know what Brooks sounds like. If it's like that kind of portamento, like the synth thing, maybe that's the Brooks thing. I don't know. But yeah, it's not exactly breaking any molds or, you know, kicking down any doors with its uniqueness. But it is what it is, you know? It's a decent remix of a song that I don't really like. So so good job, because I enjoyed this more than I like the original. Whenever I hear like a modern remix of like a classic song, I just and I don't mean this remix. I mean the original that the vocal is off of, that they stole or they remixed from the blues song, you know? Whenever I hear that, or like some like new, you know, a hipster acoustic version of like I don't know, some 90s pop song, it just makes me cringe. Because it just, to me, it sounds like the intention is not pure, you know, kind of like when you like meet your girlfriend's dad and he's like, "What are your intentions with my daughter?" Well, if the original writers of a song ask these remixers, "What are your intentions with my song?" They would, if they answered honestly, they'd be like, "I'm hoping to get on some playlists," you know? So anyway, I just think that's not a reflection on this remix, because you have remixed a remix. So this is kind of like a remix squared. Anyway, those are my thoughts. Sorry, I couldn't give you anything more constructive, but it sounds pretty good. I think your production skills and your mix and your mastering is definitely improving. I just, you know, go start making your own stuff, I guess, maybe. Doing remixes and recreations and stuff, that's all good practice and good learning experiences. But I think you are now to the point where your production skills are there. Now you need to make your own music. You need to go out and write your own tracks and find your own sound. And that's what I have to say. Thank you for sending. All right, Aiden Dodge, walking through fire for my album coming in 2024. Wow, it's like a trailer. Okay, the first thing I'm going to say is find a better sounding piano, because this one, I like what you're doing, but it's just not cutting it in terms of believability.
Gets way too cold. Now it's time for us to change direction. We've been climbing this mountain, but my grip won't hold. Now we've come across an intersection. Will this be our fate? something that we should run and hide from. Just open the gates. I wanna know what I'm about to go inside of. And I think we should walk through the fire.
I know you didn't say this, but it kind of sounded like you said, "I'm gonna go inside ya," and that made me not feel good.
Open the gates.
So the vocals, I don't think the vocals are that bad, Raham. I think that they're very heavy in this low end. Very, like, they sound like you're right up on the mic. I think that they're mixed in the track a bit too far. I can't really understand the words.
Open the gates. I wanna know what I'm about to go inside of. And I think we should walk through the fire. Something that my heart so eagerly desires.
I think that, like, the problem that I have with the vocals is that they're not mixed in the track loud enough. Excuse me. They have too much low mids, like the low fundamental, and the timing is still the delivery on the timing. It's not the pitch. The pitch has been corrected and everything, but the timing still is a little bit awkward, like in certain spots. You think the vocals are too up front. Interesting.
Sensation for me to admire.
I mean, like the track itself, the drums and stuff are kind of too quiet, I think. I too think this. Okay, Raham. It has the vocals are I don't know. Oh God, I really kind of wish I didn't read that sentence. I like the melody. I like musically, I like it. I think the drums are buried. I think the vocals are mixed in a way that they probably need more compression, because sometimes they cut through and sometimes they don't cut through. Sometimes they're under the music and sometimes they're poking through the music. So maybe dip down the low mids and give it some more compression so you can more accurately place them in the mix and you're not constantly chasing, this is too quiet, this is too loud, this is too quiet. But in terms of the performance of the vocals, I think the timing, you need to really focus on the timing of the delivery of the vocals, because that I've noticed other stuff that you've submitted. That's really my main concern, is the timing. So focusing in and not overthinking it. This is challenging sometimes. Sometimes you overthink it and then you get clunky and robotic with the timing. But you need to figure out the da 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 da, whatever the rhythm is. You need to practice so that you can nail those rhythms and get every note kind of boom. And if there's something a little early or late, yeah, you can melodyne it one way or another. You can short you're in pain trying to belt at certain parts. Interesting. Okay. All right, let's keep.
We've been getting around to explore through, and I just wanna feel the burn. We go inside to find out that the fire grew. That's when the tables turn. And I think we should walk through the fire. Something that my heart so eagerly desires. I wanna see if there's something on the other side. Set my heart afire. Take me on your burning joyride. Will this be our fate? Is it something that we should run and hide from? Open the gates. I wanna know what I'm about to go inside of. And I think we should walk through the fire.
Yeah, see, you can even see in the waveform, like the build-up is quite a bit louder than the drop itself.
I wanna know what I'm about to go inside of.
There is no plugin to reduce clipping. Despite what might be out there, none of it will work. You need to back off the microphone. Maybe record with some compression on so that you don't feel the need to get right up in the microphone, like so that you can stand back a little bit, 8 to 12 inches is usually enough. That's what I've been told anyway. It's kicking, it doesn't sound unnatural. Yeah, I think that you're doing well with your vocals. I'm just trying to give you pointers to keep improving. I think right now the way that the vocals are sitting in the mix is the biggest thing, right? They're just kind of I think they need more compression and less low end and more volume.
Walking through the fire, it's a big desire. Breathing in as the smoke gets higher. Just the way that my brain is wired. I never get sleep, but I never get tired. I'm exposed to smoke, but I'm not choking. I breathe it in, but my voice isn't broken. I keep it flowing, I never hold up. This isn't the Navy, and I'm not a soldier. I go around, but I need a handle, cause I'm running around the world with a grand piano. I go thousands and thousands of miles just to help somebody make a project file. I'm cooking up fire, consider me hired. I'm committed and I'll never retire.
So I don't really think the rapping section is necessary, but hey, if you love rapping, then you go, girl. To me, the rest of the track had like an authentic vibe to it, you know? I can't really understand what you're saying most of the time because of the vocal mix, but to me it sounded emotional and like important, and then the rapping to me just kind of gives it a bit more of a cheesy vibe or something, or like less serious, you know? But that's just how I feel.
Through the fire, it's a big desire. Walking.
So another trick is when you're going to be recording, don't have any dairy that day, because I can hear the in your voice when you're singing. The lip smacks, and there is programs that actually do a pretty good job. Like RX-7 by Ozone can take those out. But the best thing is drink lots of water. Don't do any sort of crack or heroin. Make sure you don't drink any dairy or eat ice cream, because all that stuff gives you like phlegm in the back of your throat and in your mouth.
Walking through the fire.
Yeah, like that background vocal almost just sounds like pure mouth noise.
It's a big desire. Walking.
But anyway, those are my thoughts. I hope that helps. Again, I am glad that you are using your own vocals, because I wish I was bold enough to do my own writing, and I write songs, but I don't sing them myself. So I tip the hat to you doing your own vocals, and I think you should continue to do that. Although I do not think that the rapping is really fitting for this track. Okay, cool. Thanks for sending. Let's move on. We got Verbatim, next track 3 whipped, 110 beat BPM. Okay, I'm in. That's so fitting. The kick drum is really long, I think, and the side chaining is not, which allows the tail of the tail of the kick drum is mixing with the sub bass, and you can hear it. I really like this synth layer that comes in there. That's sick, but the choir thing almost sounds like it's not in key. It sounds like it needs to come down one semitone or something. So I don't like the choir thing because I think it's out of key, but I do like the harmonics that get added on. Yeah, bomb, bomb. I wanted to come. Oh, I just wanted to come down that one semitone. What is it? Yeah, down to the D. That's kind of you're doing, but I want. And maybe you could do both. You could be like, anyway, okay, let's keep going. Yeah, okay, so this kick drum, we can tell, you know, it's too long. And that tail is just it's just the tail isn't doing anything for the track. Have the punch of the kick and then have your sub bass fill in the rest of the track. That's what I would suggest. It's very cool though. If you don't already know the song, you should check out let me see if I don't know, will Spotify play? Let's try it. It's called Overthrow by club version. Here we go. I don't know, let's see if this works.
You can never escape your fate. I can break it down like this.
This is an excellent reference track for you.
I can break it down like this. 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 I can break it down like. I can break it down like. I can break it down like this. 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 I can break it. 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 I can break it down like this. Down like this. Down like this. Down like this. Down down. I can break it.
Oh, I love that song. Anyway, I think that's a good reference. You should AB and yeah. Anyway, those are my thoughts. I think it's cool. It's got a cyberpunk feel to it, which I'm sure is what you were going for. Yeah. Check out Boys Noise if you haven't already, because he's amazing and he makes a lot of really good stuff. Okay, cool. Let's move on. Thank you for sending. I skipped one by accident, but I went back and I got it, so I didn't actually skip one by accident. I'm sorry for lying. Valcode, Doomed ID 140 old intro, deleted everything except for the drop because it sounded bad to me. Now I have no clue how to. I'm sure it kept going, but that's where it cut itself off. So let's have a listen. I'm just gonna line it up.
after that.
How the fuck you think I feel?
Wow, that was sick. Now I have no clue how to continue it, maybe? I don't know, that was sick. I agree, Raham. I think there should be a B drop. And then back into some sort of beep-a-deep-boo. Yeah, this is dope. I don't really, like, I would come up with a variation. So take maybe the main elements of the drop, copy it over like this, and then delete a bunch of shit, and then switch something up and give us a new element, or give us a new melody, or something. Give us something new, but base it on the first section here of the drop, because it's dope. This sounds great. I have zero concerns. Except maybe the lead sounds are a little pokey in some parts. Like the transients are a little bit, but not bad, but just a little bit. I don't know how to approach the drop again. I just told you. Take the drums and the bass, take the whole drop and duplicate it, and then just start fucking it up. Just duplicate it over to the new section. Aha, I have a B drop now. And then just go through and start, I don't know, make it double time, or switch, take out the main melody sound and replace it with something else, or add in a new element that's like on the upbeats or something. You know, just copy and paste and then mess with it a bunch. And then you will find something that appeals to you, and go from there. I don't think I'm going to be able to verbally tell you how to continue writing this song, but I will be able to verbally tell you to continue the song. So I just verbally told you to continue the song. Please go do that. Okay, thanks. Let's move on. Ragestone, I tried drum and bass for the second time. Hope this time it doesn't suck. All right, let's see if it sucks. Okay, so that drop was sick. That drop was way better than... Like, I don't even know, is this section providing any value? And the answer, I'm not saying get rid of the section, but this section set my expectations very low, because it's not that great. The fake guitar and whatever, not that great. But when it got to this, I would take out the snare, take out the beat. Bound, dun 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 bound bound dun 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 dun. You know what I mean? Like strip it back to the guitar part and then build it up, build, and then smack us with. That's what I would do. I would reconsider this section. I would strip this down to just I wouldn't have the beat there. I'd have like a drum boom, dun 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 dun, drum drum, dun 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 dun, drum 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 drum, and then break into the drum and bass. Yeah, I don't think it sucks. I just think it's not notably good. That looks like a beautiful landscape painting. All right. Yeah, I think you got the drop sections down pat. I love the da 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 da. Okay, I love that. I think you need to write the song in a way that gets us amped up, so that when you finally smoke us with the neuro kind of ish drum and bass shit, we're like pumped and ready for it, right? So your task is now to stop working on the drops and start working on the song. I hope that would have rhymed better, but it didn't. Those are my thoughts. I love the drum and bass parts. I'm not a huge fan of this. The rest is just feels kind of placeholdery to me. Cool. All right, let's move on. We got New Low bringing heat. Whew, with a name like that. I'm ready. Let's have a listen.
Is a new low. Ladies and gentlemen, we've officially reached a new low.
All right, this is sick. This is really cool, and it has a lot of attitude. The snare is not loud. So let's see what the tempo is. Somebody, Doofy, please tell me what the tempo is. 97, thank you. Let's experiment. My bladder is filled. That's fine. So like I like that snare as a layer. It sounds cool and metally, but it doesn't have enough presence or like punch in the mix. You know what I mean? It's almost like it's a background snare. We don't have the foreground snare. So let's just try whatever. This one could work with a tail as well. Actually, let's try this tail. Okay, so again, this snare is not exactly amazing. See, now the snare sounds better, but now the kick sounds lacking because now we have this big present snare, but we don't have this big present kick. So now we'll just go to the kick version of those folders. Actually, kind of sounds like it's in the key of E. Okay. Kick, snare, kick, snare. And then, yeah, I think it needs more like, yeah, top drums and stuff. I think there's like this fucking top loop or something down in the Virtual Riot. We could try this one. I don't know. See what it sounds like. Where's the fucking downbeat? Let's speed this up twice as fast. Why am I so off? There we go. Let's go like this. I don't know. Let's see what this sounds like. That's what I'm adding. So anyway, don't do like just a yeah. That's some ideas for you. I think it's heavy and it's dark and it's thick, but what it's lacking is the excitement in the top end that you kind of expect for the drop. Okay, let's keep going. Yeah, this is sick, dude. Okay, I really have to pee, so I'm going to listen to the rest of it from right over there while I'm peeing. Yeah, I mean, it's a sick track. I think you just need to focus on adding the top end back into it, like with these examples that I gave. Now, these aren't necessarily the best drums to use, but I hope that they at least give you an idea of what I'm trying to say. Like it's just lacking in the top end and the excitement of the top end drums. Okay, sick track.
Hey, bring it, bring it, bring it.
But everything that you have in there is dope. It just needs more. Okay, cool. Thanks for sending. Delete it all. Not you, me. Don't delete it all. Okay. Nemkai. Right? Yes, Nemkai. Quick Ground Remix Demo. Yeah, there's like a theme today. What's up with that? This track needs to be fucking smashed. You know what I'm saying? Let's go back and forth between this quick rough master that I did. This is sick. You guys are killing it today. This is a great track. It needs to be, like, the track has lots of distortion. It has lots of harmonics and crunchiness. You might as well continue that trend all the way into the master bus. Because, like, we just gained... That's like the difference between somebody yelling at you from across the room and somebody yelling inside of your ear. But I guess my point is the track is already lots of distortion, so you can get away with having an aggressive master bus that's going to introduce more distortion because it's going to melt in with all of the distortion and harmonics that are already there. Now, obviously, this only goes to a certain point and then it's diminishing returns and the track starts sounding like shit. But I think you can get another 5-6 dB of RMS out of this just by controlling each individual band, just grabbing a little bit so it's tickling. Okay, so what you've done there is you've prepared the track for the master bus, so the master bus has a better chance of doing a good job. And then just choosing how dirty do you want the mastering to be, you know? I wouldn't go too far, but I think what I've done here, that's how I would master it if I was mastering this track. Sick track, you need to keep going with it, and I would just not be afraid to push the master a little bit harder because this track's fucking rocking. So you might as well rock that master limiter. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's move on to last track of the day, and then I got to go work on a 2JZ, baby. Just skip to the bit you haven't heard yet. Mixing, mastering advice, big appreciated. All right. Okay, so this track is sick. I like it. The problem is this scooping of the mid range. Okay, you got like lots of sub, and you got lots of bright high mids character, but there's not necessarily the grit that connects those two together. The gristle, you know, the connective tissues. Now you can solve this numerous different ways. One way would be to add in some sort of mid bass that provides that material that we're missing. Another thing is, you know, maybe when you're doing your sub separation, the sub separation frequencies aren't exactly ideal. Maybe you're high passing too high and low passing too low. Maybe you take your sub bass and you add a little bit of dirt to it. So you distort it. You do something to add some harmonics, some second or third order harmonics to fill in that gap. But when I listened to it, the reason I went over and I reset this spectrum analyzer was because I heard that there was lots of brightness and there was lots of depth, but there wasn't lots of stuff in between. So listen to it again. Like your main, that bass, it doesn't have a lot of low mids. It sounds like it's mostly OTT high end, you know? Okay, let's keep going. Yeah, and I feel the same way. Like it's almost like you can hear the sub bass as its own element, and you don't really want that. You want the sub bass to just feel like it's part of the main bass. So maybe adding in a layer or distorting your sub bass, doing something to just make it so that you don't just have this like pure sine wave sub bass doing its thing and then you have the other stuff doing their things. We want it to feel like a cohesive package. Let's keep going. Yeah, I mean, the track's sick. There's a lot of really great things going for it. I would just try to fill in the mid-range. Okay, that's it. Thanks, everybody, for coming and hanging out with me. As always, appreciate it. Love everybody, and I will be back the same time next... Wait, what's next week? I think I'll be here next week. I'll have to look into that. I feel like I have something else. Stop with the nose. I totally forgot about it until just now. Great. Now I can see my nose and I can't stop seeing my nose, so that's cool. All right. Have a good weekend, everybody. I love you. Bye.